Oh, huge. Hello and welcome to my Shado-Pan Windwalker burst guide for patch 11.2. As you would have just seen, I've come up with a new burst and I'm going to be teaching you how to do it right now. So I'll get started by explaining the prerequisites. Firstly, you're going to want your 2-set and your 4-set bonuses. Both of them have an impact on the burst and it's nowhere near as strong without them. Quick explanation, the 2-set bonus makes it so that when you press Storm Within Fire, it triggers a set of 10 Flurry Strikes straight away, but the damage of them is reduced effectiveness. But that's not important, because the bonus that you get from Flurry Strikes, meaning the Wisdom of the Wall buffs, the stacking agility bonus, and it triggering bonus damage from your Shadow proc from Wisdom of the Wall, all benefits at full effectiveness regardless of the tooltip saying it's at 23%. These are all separate from Flurry Strikes. The only thing that's lost is the base damage of Flurry Strikes, but it's not too important. The 4-set makes it so that your Flurry Strikes trigger at 120 energy during Storm Within Fire instead of 240. So you can probably see where this is going. The moment that you press Storm Within Fire in an opener, you're going to trigger 20 Flurry Strikes straight away.
Now the reason why the 4-set bonus is important here is because it allows you to get 10 more Flurry Strikes off. The way this works is if you've spent more than 120 energy towards your next set of Flurry Strikes when you activate Storm Within Fire, because the 4-set is cutting the energy cost down from 240 to 120, it will immediately register you as being over the 120 energy spent threshold and trigger your 10 Flurry Strikes anyway. So you've got 10 coming out from your 2-set, and then another 10 coming out from your 4-set. So that's 20 Flurry Strikes in your opener, off global damage that's happening alongside everything else. So just quickly run over the talents that you want. You definitely want Last Emperor's Capacitor. The whole build revolves around Jade Lightning, so you absolutely need this. You also want Power of the Thunder King because it's going to make it channel way faster and it'll cleave too. On top of that, you want Crackle the Windlord going all the way down to Communion with Wind. This will make your Crackle the Windlord hit hard. It's going to be the first button in the rotation, and it will buff the rest of your damage by 10%. Can't say no to that. Everything else is pretty much optional. For example, I like to use Jade Wind because it'll do its damage while you're channeling your Jade Lightning and everything, whereas you won't be auto-attacking to proc Thunder Fist. I like to run Zawin's Bond to line up future bursts with it, and optionally, you can use Slicing Winds if you want to. I would suggest not using it in any comp where you need to do a lot of running and chasing, but if you do want to run it, you can, and it will essentially be the finisher to your burst, but it is a little bit overkill. So the actual burst rotation itself is incredibly simple, it's just more about the setup prior. So what you're going to do is just build up your 20 stacks of Emperor's Capacitor. As you're doing this, you're going to continuously proc Flurry Strikes and get random buffs. The one that you're hoping for is the Shadow proc, because this is going to buff the damage of all those Flurry Strikes in the burst by an enormous amount. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world, but luckily I just got it. So once you've got your 20 stacks and whatever buffs the RNG gods have decided to give you, you're ready to do your burst. 20 stacks get to over 120 energy spent for your Flurry Strikes. If you have Zawin, you can use it. Leg Sweep, Seth into Windlord, Jade Lightning, and if you're running it, Slicing Winds. And that's it. You can see that I got 20 Flurry Strikes off there and it did heaps of damage. And also during that, I got the Mastery bonus and I got the Crit and Dodge bonus. So as you're doing the burst, you're also getting more buffs while the Flurry Strikes are going out, and then that's buffing it even further. Here are some examples of the burst in action inside Arena. But that about wraps it up for this burst guide. It's seriously not a very complicated one, but it is super effective. I've not had a burst that does this much damage since Shadowlands, I reckon. But yeah, hopefully you have some fun with it, take care, and see you on the next one. Cheers.